So let's dive right into the heart of our topic.
I'd like to take you on a journey through the aesthetic principles and historical development of various tea ceremonies around the world. So, what is a tea ceremony? Well, at its core, a tea ceremony is a cultural activity involving the preparation and presentation of tea. And the way it's done, the process itself, is an art steeped in history and tradition. Let's first travel to Japan, where the tea ceremony, or chado, is a true embodiment of wabi-sabi, an aesthetic worldview centered on the acceptance of transience and imperfection. The beauty of the ceremony lies in its simplicity and the careful attention to every detail. The ritual of chado, which dates back to the 9th century, is a meditative process that aims to promote harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility.
Now let's hop over to China, the birthplace of tea.
The Chinese tea ceremony, or gongfu cha, is a time-honored tradition that places heavy emphasis on the highest possible taste of the tea. Every step of the ceremony, from selecting tea leaves to brewing to serving, is performed with precision and grace. This ritual dates back to the Tang and Song dynasties, and it's a reflection of the Chinese philosophy of peace, tranquility, enjoyment, and truth. The tea ceremonies are not just confined to Asia. In Britain, the afternoon tea ceremony came into vogue during the early 19th century thanks to Anna, the Duchess of Bedford. It was a way to bridge the long gap between breakfast and dinner, and soon evolved into a social event of sorts, filled with elegance and sophistication. Meanwhile, in Morocco, the Moroccan mint tea ceremony is a symbol of hospitality, where a blend of green tea and mint leaves is served in 3 rounds, each symbolizing life, love, and these are just some examples of the myriad of tea ceremonies around the world, each with their own unique aesthetic principles rooted in cultural history and traditions. The artistry of these ceremonies lies in their ability to turn a simple act of drinking tea into a profound experience that engages all senses. So the next time you sip a cup of tea, remember, it's not just about the taste, but the entire experience that comes with it. Now let's delve deeper into the cultural significance and symbolism inherent in tea rituals and ceremonies. This is where things get really interesting, my friends. Tea ceremonies are not just about brewing and drinking tea. They are laden with symbolisms and hold great cultural significance, often reflecting the philosophies and values of the society. Starting with the Japanese tea ceremony, or chado. It's a beautiful representation of ichigo ichi, a concept meaning one time, one meeting. The idea here is that each tea ceremony is a unique encounter that can never be replicated. Hence, it should be treasured. It's a reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of mindfulness. And there's the Chinese tea ceremony, gong fu cha. The term gong fu translates to doing something with great skill and effort. It's a metaphor for the way one should approach life, with patience, dedication, and a deep respect for the task at hand. Moreover, the ceremony emphasizes the Chinese philosophy of Taoism, encapsulating naturalness, simplicity, and harmony. Moving to the Moroccan mint tea ceremony, it is a symbol of hospitality and friendship. The ritual of pouring tea from a height is said to represent the pouring out of life from heaven. Also, the act of sharing tea in Morocco is a sign of respect, friendship, and community, further cementing its cultural significance. Over in Britain, the afternoon tea ceremony, while seemingly a simple social event, carries a subtext of class and social standing. It's a quintessential British custom that demonstrates the importance of leisure and relaxation in British culture. So you see, tea ceremonies around the world are much more than just about tea. They are a reflection of a culture's values, philosophies, and social norms. They carry a wealth of symbolism. Each element, each gesture has a deeper meaning, contributing to the overall cultural significance of the ritual. Fascinating, isn't it? We're now going to discuss something really intriguing. The role of tea ceremonies in fostering social relationships and cultural unity. One might think it's just a cup of tea. How significant can it possibly be? But you'd be surprised. Let's take the Japanese tea ceremony, for example. It's not merely about drinking tea, but rather it's a spiritual journey that brings people together. Participants share a moment of peace and harmony, away from the hustle and bustle of life. It's a collaborative space where individuals can connect on a deeper level, fostering social bonds. And then we have the British afternoon tea. What may seem like a simple daily activity is actually a social event that has stood the test of time. Friends and families gather together to share stories, laugh, and enjoy each other's company over a cup of tea and some delicious treats. The ceremony has played a significant role in reinforcing social ties and promoting a sense of community. In Morocco, serving tea is considered an act of generosity and hospitality. It's an integral part of their social life, a way to welcome guests and show respect. The Moroccan mint tea ceremony is a communal event, strengthening bonds between friends, family, and even strangers. And it's not just about the social connections. Tea ceremonies also play a crucial role in preserving cultural heritage and identity, promoting unity within a community. They are a way of passing down traditions from generation to generation, keeping the culture alive. So you see, tea ceremonies around the world are not just about brewing and consuming tea. They are a platform for social interaction, a means to build relationships and foster a sense of cultural unity. It's amazing how a simple beverage can hold such profound social and cultural significance, isn't it? All right, folks, it's time to get a bit technical. Let's explore the different types of tea used in ceremonies and their specific aesthetic and sensory qualities. The world of tea is vast and diverse, with each type carrying its unique flavor profile and aesthetic appeal. And when it comes to tea ceremonies, the choice of tea is of utmost importance. In the Japanese tea ceremony, matcha is the star of the show. It's a finely ground powder of specially grown and processed green tea leaves. With its vibrant green color and frothy texture, matcha is not only visually appealing, but also has a unique taste that is slightly bitter, yet surprisingly sweet. Now, if we move over to China, the Chinese Gong Fu tea ceremony often uses oolong tea, known for its complex flavor profile and aroma. The beauty of oolong lies in its transformation. It starts off as tightly wove leaves that gradually unfurl and expand as they steep, releasing their flavor and aroma. It's a real sensory experience, watching the leaves dance in the water and savoring the rich, nuanced flavors. Then we have the British afternoon tea, where black tea often takes center stage. Be it Darjeeling, Assam, or Earl Grey, these teas are robust, full-bodied, and have a distinctive aroma. They are usually enjoyed with a splash of milk and sometimes a bit of sugar, creating a comforting, well-rounded taste that's perfect for a leisurely afternoon. And lastly, in the Moroccan mint tea ceremony, a blend of gunpowder green tea and fresh mint leaves is used. The combination of the slightly smoky taste of the tea and the refreshing flavor of mint creates a unique sensory experience that's both invigorating and soothing. So, you see, the choice of tea in each ceremony enhances the aesthetics and sensory qualities of the ritual. It's not just about the taste, but the color, the aroma, the texture, and the visual transformation of the leaves. It's an art, a celebration of the senses, really. Isn't that fascinating? Now let's shift our focus to the intricate rituals involved in tea ceremonies, including the use of traditional tea utensils and the art of tea preparation. In a Japanese tea ceremony or chado, every detail matters. From the way tea utensils are handled and cleaned, to how the tea is prepared and served. Each movement is choreographed and carried out with precision and grace. The tea bowl, whisk, scoop, and cloth all play crucial roles in the ceremony. The act of preparing matcha involves carefully scooping the tea powder, whisking it with hot water in a bowl until it forms a frothy consistency, and then serving it to the guest. It's a dance, a meditative process that requires full attention and respect for the art. Now, in the Chinese Gongfu tea ceremony, the emphasis is on the skillful preparation and presentation of tea. The ritual involves a series of steps, like warming the teapot in cups, rinsing the tea leaves, and multiple infusions, each bringing out a different flavor profile of the tea. The tea set, including the yixing clay, teapot, teacups, and the tea tray, each plays a vital role in the ceremony. Moving to British afternoon tea, it's less about the ceremony and more about the social aspect. But still, there are rules. Tea is brewed in a teapot, allowed to steep for a few minutes, and then poured into fine bone china cups, often with the addition of milk. The tea is accompanied by a selection of sandwiches, scones, and pastries, presented in a tiered stand. And in the Moroccan mint tea ceremony, the preparation and pouring of tea is an art form. The tea is boiled together with sugar and fresh mint leaves, and then poured from a height into small glasses to create a frothy top. The process is often repeated 3 times, each with a slightly different flavor. So, you see, each tea ceremony is a meticulous ritual, steeped in tradition and symbolism. Utensils are not just tools, but an integral part of the ceremony, each with its own aesthetic and functional significance. And the art of tea preparation, with its precise movements and attention to detail, turns the simple act of brewing tea into a mesmerizing performance. It's quite the spectacle, don't you think?